All right, Jammer, we are starting an ITC training camp. It's going to be for Adepticon next year. Our local orc war boss here, Dirtyback, is going to take the Green Tide to Adepticon and the blood shall flow. That seemed a little Khorne-ish, but I'm not gonna change it now. But here's we've got 2 games running simultaneously, trying to simulate a tournament environment. It's closed confined. It's not loud and stinky, but hey, it's gonna be close, and we're trying to simulate a tournament as best we can in my dining room. But on table 1 here, we've got ourselves the Imperium of Man fighting some Khorne guys and some World Eaters. It's going to be cool. We're doing just scenario 1, trying to get familiar with the ITC. We've just been playing out of the book, so we're going to take it from a little more casual to a little more competitive scenario. And we're doing scenario 1, Siege Ground, and as you can tell, there are 6 objectives. And everybody's picked secondaries. It's going to be a fun learning curve, but this is table 1, and we're going to come over here to table 2, where we've got our orcs fighting our Dark Angels. So Xenos versus Chaos again. Loyalists again. It's going to be great. The Imperium in great show, great force today. But yeah, here's their kind of Cities of Death board. But yeah, 2,000 points obviously, and we're going to learn about some ICC. It's put into 2 hours and 45 minutes. All right, go Helg. Here we go. We're looking at this Cadian and Knight army for our 2,000 point Adepticon training situation. So we're going to start with the Loyal 32 plus some bonus stuff. We've got 3 guard squads. Each one has brought a heavy bolter with them. We've got 1 mortar team. We got a Hellhound, a Commissar because another commander isn't painted, a company commander. We then have House Hawkshroud, super heavy detachment here. We've got a Knight Castellan. We've got ourselves a Knight Crusader, and we've got ourselves a Paladin. We are Hawkshroud, and we are going to spend some command points for a bonus relic, but our Warlord's going to be the Castellan here. He is taking the Warlord trait Blessed by the Sacristans, and his relic is Armor of the Sainted Ion. And then this Knight Crusader is going to get a command point spent for Endless Fury to replace that Gatling Cannon. But all told here, we're looking at 1961 points and 14 command points out of this little nugget. But yeah, that's the Imperium for today.
All right, Hammer fans, let's take a look at our Khorne 2,000 point battalion. For our HQs today, we've got a Khorne Demon Prince, a Chaos Lord, and Khorne the Betrayer. We have 3 squads of Zerkers, 9 Zerkers, all armed with chain axes. We've got 2 Rhinos and a Chaos Land Raider. And then we have the Lord of Skulls coming out to play. So pretty simple Khorne list for 2,000 points. Here we go. All right, Hammer fans, after deployment, this is how we are set up with our Khorne army. Everybody's kind of protected in a vehicle, ready to go. We've got Khorne is in the Land Raider here, and then all these Zerkers are waiting to come out and party. And we've got the Imperium over here with our Knight deployments. Got a mortar team, got some guard squads here. There we go. So,
end of Imperium turn 1, did a whole lot of shooting at the World Eater Khorne fellas. Took a couple wounds off this Rhino with some mortars, and then the real story was about the Knight Paladin and the Castellan shooting Lord of Skulls and taking him off the board. We also took some shots with our Crusader at the Land Raider. Took some wounds there too, but killing the old Lord of Skulls got us 3 points for Titan Slayer, maxed that out. That was the only Titan unit on the enemy side, and we got a point for Big Game Hunter. So I've got 4 points at the moment, and we're getting ready to have a go with Chaos turn 2, but we're going to have to do my end of battle round, or end of turn points as well.
Alright, at the end of a somewhat underwhelming shooting phase for the World Eaters and overall turn, but hey, we're World Eaters, we don't worry about shooting that much. Land Raider moved up, we're pretty hurt, so we can only move 5. We shot this Knight over here, connected on a couple of them, but could not wound. The wound roll was a 2, a 2, and a 1, so no bueno. We did move up a Rhino full of Zerkers, and we popped smoke, so I'm going to make Michael make some decisions there. Zerkers from this Rhino jumped out Demon Prince led the way over to the left here, cleaned up a guard squad just to kind of get our appetites going. And we piled into this poor commissar after that, who fought back and didn't do any wounds. But Demon Prince did lose 2 wounds on Overwatch to the guard squad. Heavy bolter on point, well done guardsman. So for the points, it is essentially 6-3. Michael is winning by the 3 points that essentially killed the Lord of Skulls, but kind of an interesting dynamic with getting a point for killing a unit, getting a point for being on at least one objective. So neck and neck with that, but that Titan Slayer is making all the difference. So we'll be back with
End of Imperium turn 2, Tale of Two Cities here. Did some shooting with this Paladin into the Zerker unit that was there. Shot with the Hellhound and this guard squad into the Zerkers as well. The Commissar retreated. He's going to punish himself later for that. The Castellan then shot into... actually, he split his fire between the Demon Prince and then the old this Rhino and that Land Raider. And this Crusader here shot at the Rhino and the Demon Prince. We killed the Demon Prince, we killed the Zerkers. Zerkers actually ran a morale. And the Volcano Cannon here, who had a great showing turn 1, whiffed big time on that Land Raider. But we did get this here, Rhino down to 2. But at the end of the turn, we scored ourselves 2 points for holding objectives, and we killed something. So that was cool. And we're going into Chaos turn 2. End of Imperium turn 3 here. Did some shooting, knocked ourselves out a Rhino, killed a Zerker squad, killed a Land Raider, one guy died on the way out, shot a Shield Breaker missile with the Oath Breaker guidance system at that Lord on the objective, did a couple wounds. And here is where we currently stand for the Imperium. We did score 2 points for holding at least an objective and for killing an enemy unit, but here comes the World Eater Rotor.
Alright, at the conclusion of turn 3, it is not looking promising for the World Eaters. We did heroically and bloodthirstily charge into the night, lost half our squad in Overwatch. The other squad did a couple of wounds on the night, and then Michael wisely used the interrupt stratagem to stomp the remaining Zerkers before they could fight for the second time. So we just, we've got kind of a Chaos Lord staring down this night, and we've got Khorne over here, all that's left amongst the floof town of where our Rhinos and Land Raiders used to be, staring down the same night. So, this looking good.
End of Imperium turn 4 and the end of the game. Did a lot of shooting, but all that was really left was Khorne and this Chaos Lord. Chaos Lord was shot by the Night Crusader, knocked him out. The Paladin took some shots at Khorne, got him after the mortar softened him up. So this is where we actually end the game. For our first ITC learning experience for Mission 1 there. Ended up 22-9. We're about to have a good combo debrief on what we just learned. I think we've got the scorekeeping down, which is great, but yeah, interesting stuff. Good game, good to be back, and we'll be back soon.